I am sorry. Are you okay?
Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Every day I'm hustling, 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 hustling. Every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the voice of the people. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the boxing god, Sting!
No mercy, no mercy.
Yes, you want action, and I'm Julian Jackson when he pointed his hands and then told him that's where they gon' fall. Ain't no accident, you not ready to brawl. My dog, the fact is just this border wars. We go to war, mad match and shit. Can you handle it? What exactly did you expect? Random shots rapidly, landing with accuracy. Might not be the king, but to you it's still your majesty. Don't let a friendly competition turn to a tragedy. Savagery, left and right, chaos, calamity. Swole up, bone shatter.
What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another edition of the Boxing Voice Radio presents Border Wars. March 1st, it is going down, and I felt the need to give you two episodes this week, and moving forward, we're going to keep doing this because we're only 14 days out. Right now, we have actually 17 matches. We're still waiting to match about another 20 people. So I'm kind of happy with 17. That's a decent number. Not really looking for anything. I'm not really looking to have 40 and 50 fights. 20 is a decent number, and we're almost there. Right now, we're at 17 official bouts. But those could get canceled, or not all, but some can get canceled. We have to wait and see. Like we said, we're 14 days out, right? So we just gotta wait and see. Thus far, we have a pretty stacked card, though, and we're gonna run through that just to give everybody a heads up of what it is that we do have. The event has a pretty stacked card with a lot of competitors still waiting to be matched. But right now, we have on the docket, and I'm screen sharing. You can follow along here on youtube.com. We got our main event, Keem Crespo, 180 pounds. They got a max weight of 190. CYP agreed to come in at 185. Keem, 4 years younger than CYP, who is 39 years old. Keem from Orlando, Florida, and CYP, our main event, from California. Both fighters are confirmed and ready to go. Good co-main event. This isn't exactly the order, but I am liking the way that it's looking. Good co-main event with Big Bay Quinn. He is the fighter that defeated Spider Rico. And, Spider Rico had all that experience, almost 10 fights. And Big Bay knocked him off. Anthony Forbes, he's the guy that fought in Florida versus a American Idol singer. So, he knocked off the American Idol singer, and this is his second bout now. So that's another little decent matchup. Their max weight is 175. Their fight weight is 168. Minimum weight 160. El Lobo, he signed up specifically for our good friend Tip Bellis. Tip Bellis decided he was going to not fight this go around, and I understand it. I get what Tip finally said yesterday, right? Tip said something like, where was he at? His peoples was super chatting left and right, but where was he at? And it's true. Mama Lobo is Lobo's mother, and she had been around. So that means Lobo was around. So when Tip wanted to fight, Lobo wasn't available. We don't know why. But I do want to schedule an unguarded with Lobo to get these answers. But Lobo is out of that Jesus Ramos gym in Phoenix, Arizona. This fight is a max weight of 151, a match weight of 146, and a minimum weight of 141. Now, Lobo claims that he can go down all the way to 130, and Tip Bellis cannot hide. Now, Miles, who the bout sheet says he only has 0 bouts, keep in mind he has a lot of smokers. This is the guy that we showed you. He was even fighting in the back of a U-Haul truck. You know, Miles plays no games. He's coming from D.C. to do what he do. Now, he's 33. Lobo was 34. We got Dion from the Bay Area, trained by Troy Hamza King himself. And then we got Quan from the Midwest, and he is backed by Treese, and even JT wants to step in the corner for him. Now, when this fight was signed, Quan had 0 fights, but Quan has not been taking any time off, and he went straight to work, and he's fought twice and won twice, so he's going to come into this now with the experience. But you know what they say about Ohio? They run boxing. This is a match weight of 183. Max weight 191, minimum weight of 176. So technically, these guys could fight CYP and Keem winner. Tyshawn Hernandez and Kirkland Harper. This is a 154-pound fight. Max weight 159, minimum weight 149. Hernandez has 7 bouts of experience, while Kirkland Harper has 10 bouts. Kirkland, more experience and younger, coming out of that Chavez boxing, but Hernandez coming out of that bomb squad, so you just never know who's got that power. We got Super Mex. This is another community fight. Big Super Mex taking on Jerome Wolf. This fight has been brewing for 4 years. I hope and pray that both of these guys show up and there is no hiccups. They both can fight. They both pass their physicals and are able to get in the ring and swing, because this is about, you know, as you can see, there's a 9-year gap. So they got to get it done. We got Andrew Manica. He's going to be taking on Giovanni Sandoval, and this is a fight at 148. 18 years old and 17 years old. 1 bout, 0 bouts, very evenly matched. And Andrew Manica listens to the show. He signed up immediately, and I'm happy I was able to find him a fight. David Guzman and Henry Jr. Nanez, 75-pound bout, 3 bouts and 9 bouts. We're going to get into the younger kids now, and I do appreciate these kids signing up because, you know, they are going to get the ultimate exposure. They'll be exposed to our channel and don't know that we talk boxing every day. You know, a lot of these amateurs are just focused on, you know, the boxing they do in the ring, right? But now we got a 12-year-old bout here at 75 pounds. And then this is Old Wizard, 175. We might have to change this around, right? Let me see here. I can change the order, but I'll do that later in case I can't figure it out live. So Old Wizard, he's 0 bouts. Vincent Colbert called out Old Wizard. We played the footage. He wanted Old Wizard. He's 34 years old. O is 30. O is coming from Phoenix. Hail, you know, originally from Harlem. And this is another community fight. O was scheduled to fight Cliff from Connecticut, who has disappeared. So a lot of pressure riding on O, as people automatically were giving him the edge and the nod because, you know, he looked better than Cliff, but now he's not facing Cliff, right? So we'll see how that match out plays out. We did show footage of that yesterday. I'm still waiting on this matchup. As you can see, we're waiting to get Yurel this match. And once he approves, this fight will be completely approved. Yurel approved, but Robert Lee has not yet. This is a 9-year-old and an 11-year-old, and the match weight is 70 pounds. So that, so far, I think, if I'm keeping track well, is our second young adults. This will be the third This is 12 and 13, 15 bouts, 30 bouts. So some experience here, and hopefully we get to see some high-level boxing. And I'm going to enjoy calling this fight at a match weight of 81 pounds. Next bout is 15 years old, 16 years old, match weight of 126, essentially featherweight. Jaden Childs and Gabriel Sagang. And that is also another youth bout. This kid is coming out of Knuckleheads Boxing Gym, so I'm interested, And the next one is Chris. We're still awaiting Chris to approve. I sent him the footage that he requested. I don't know what's going on, and that's our big heavyweight out of the Richard Steele Boxing Gym. He paid and everything. I don't know. We're waiting. Ruben and Joey, another youth bout. Because remember, Chris is 31, and so is his opponent, Zadian Kendall, who I spoke to. He's ready to rock and roll. I'm just waiting on Chris to give that okay. This is, like I said, another youth bout, 14 years old, 15 years old, 121 essentially. That is 122, right? 122 pounds. That would be junior featherweight. And then we got Fernando Camarena, another community bout. He fought on our last Border Wars, and it was pretty close. Was he fight of the night, or was Tip? Ultimately, Tip took the fight of the night, but Fernando is back. His match is confirmed, and 16-year-old, 17-year-old, match weight of 131. His trainer is Adrian Rowan, our community co-host here, and they're coming from that old school boxing gym. We got Brisado and John Brown. I just made this fight, and they actually approved. Both agreed. Another youth bout, 14 years old apiece. Obviously, Brisado said yeah, because he's got 5 bouts. John Brown with his first bout. So they got the edge on the experience there. But sometimes that doesn't mean nothing, depending on how much you've been training in that gym. But shout out to everybody rocking out. The Real Turtle. What it do? Let's go. We got Mars, who says he was going to watch the prelims, but he decided to rock out with us, and we appreciate that. I was going to do the prelims, but it's like, they're nasty. I'm good. You know what I mean? Tavon Burns says, Jonas the Mason might got some pop, senior. I do believe he got pop. I mean, you seen what he did to Jaime's last night. And it's more about the accuracy, I think. He's very sharp. Like I said yesterday, he's a surgeon with his punches. Matt Vieta says, we here, the boxing voice, we here. What up, champ? Salute. Alex Vega says, where's Laugh Out Loud's pillow since I'm so scared? My brother, like I said, he needs to bump his name to the top, man. I don't remember his exact name. Okay, so look. Somebody came out and said, I really want to get a fight any weight at this point. Please take anything. I'm only 5'3", but I fight anyone. I'll even do 140. I just want to fight and have an opportunity to get my first one on a stage like yours. I'll go up and down to whenever you need me to, for me to, I guess he meant to put ensure a fight on your card. Now, I think this is Donnie Reyes, right? Let me go back to my bouts. Because the issue that I'm having with matching him, I got somebody, but he's young. He's older, excuse me. He is 24 years old. So I have a person in his weight class, but they're underage, so I can't match them. But yeah, if he was younger by a year, I mean, if he was young, if this other kid was older by a year, let me see if I can find it by age, right? Does it do age? Age range. Let's do 24, see what comes up from. Let me, might as well screen share this for you, all right? So I'm trying to see, can I find this kid a fight? And we want to do all males. So why they put 8 to 24? I don't want 8 to 24. I guess 18 though. All right. Actually, I could open this up. Not 50, but I think it's only 10 pounds. I mean 10 years, right? So we'll do 18 to 28. And okay, so he only has 3 options. And they're not in his weight class. See, that's the issue. Even if he moves down or up, I don't have anyone in and around that age and weight. These guys are way bigger. Damn. I hate not being able to match this kid. That's the purpose of today's show. This kid wants a fight, man. We need to get this kid a fight. Where's your sons at, man? Where's all the coaches, bro? This kid's got no bouts. He just wants to fight on the card. Help me help him. Help me help him. Monday sounds good, champ. Gonna lock that we're gonna lock that unguarded in with Lobo for Monday. And also on Monday, we're going to be having Brandon Glayton on our evening show. He's highly ranked in the cruiserweight division, and I believe he's in an eliminator. Yep, 12 o'clock, champ. That's the time. Let's see. So I'm trying to find this footage for Alex, but again, I don't know what's Laugh Out Loud's pillow on Instagram, bro. The only way I can find that is if I run across Angel Urina's information, and I know I sent him Pillow's information, so I'd find it in those messages, but not easy. Yeah, Alex, that's a hard request, my friend. All right, let me message Chris though. Is you taking this fight? What is going on? All right, message Chris. I don't see Laugh Out Loud Pillow, Alex. Again, if I run across this other kid's information, Angel Urina, but that's gonna be buried too. And you know, the funny thing is that Laugh Out Loud Pillow heard you request the footage. If he wanted you to see it, he'd have bumped it to the top. And you've seen it in the past too, so I don't really expect you to be wowed by any means. I mean, he does seem to have natural pop, but he lacks the, technique. You would be more experienced than him. So I don't know. Good fight for you because you get to beat up a community member that's talking junk to you, but I don't think that he's on your level unless he could somehow step it up during that training camp time. But that seems, difficult uphill battle at the very least. But Laugh Out Loud Pillow, if you are watching this, you clearly see that I'm going through a million messages on Instagram trying to find your shit. So feel free to just type in the old conversation that you and I had and say something like, yo, what up? Yeah, I'm still trying. Okay, here we go. I found Angel, Alex, so you're lucky. You're lucky. Laugh Out Loud Pillow is somewhere in here. Angel ducked too, man. He was going to fight, then he said he ain't going to fight, man. Shit crazy. Okay, so this is Laugh Out Loud Pillow. Right? Let me make sure that's him and then this is him. I think these are both the same person. I believe these are both him. So I'm screen sharing now. These are my DMs. So you see, he's got natural power, but watch when he lands his right hand, he's gonna get pushed back because he's smothering the punch, and he's so close he hasn't been able to extend it. So yeah, he's got natural power, but does he know how to use it? See that right hand? No extension. He gets good extension on that left hook. That's why the left hook sound like that. But you see that right hand pushed him back. And then we got this. To me, he's pretty fat with the hook. As you can see, he's wide with the hook. But again, he's got natural power and decent speed. But also, you can tell that there is no traditional schooling or training there, right? There's no trainer teaching him. Alex has been training now for a couple of years, you know. He decided he was going to join Border Wars back in 2021 when we did it at Pro Box. So while he might not have a bunch of fights, he's got experience boxing training, period. And he's got experience sparring. And then he's got experience under the lights during a fight that got commentated, that was interviewed, that had about, anywhere from 200 to 400 people live in that Milwaukee venue. Octo, $2. Where did you put the Vito Minilecki Jr. interview? I mean, for starters, I didn't clip it, so shout out to you so I can get it clipped. But it was on one of our episodes. I want to say it wasn't yesterday's episode, so that means it was the day before with Greg Hackett and Brian Norman prelims. I think that's the one that also had Vito. I'm trying to get Broadway Joel to translate for me so I could get Yo-Yo Hernandez on the show. We wanna interview him before he gets to fight with Laura, you know. Sorry about that. I'm just been trying to get on my interview game. So there's a lot of responses. I gotta respond back to some of these fighters. But let's see here. I believe it was the Greg Hackett one with Vito Milanecki, Octo. So hopefully that helps. And if you're watching this on YouTube, go ahead and hit that thumbs up. Let's see. In the live chat, we got B. Pauly. What it do? G. Vaughn says, laugh out loud pillow stops Vega. We know that's not true. G. Vaughn, you wake up hating. Lord have mercy. Miles for the upset against Lobo says Malcolm in Phoenix. Tavon Burns says Troy going 0-2. Damn. That's wild. What else we got? My sister stops G-Vaughn. Now, we know that's not true. Matt Garces, what it do, champ? He says, sup, y'all. Happy Saturday. El Lobo with the 2 wolf emojis. Man, y'all taking shots at Cliff. We still don't know what happened to Cliff, man. I'm not about to just do him dirty like that. He said, did my boy Justin ever confirm his bout? Nah, Justin Yancey pulled out, man. That motherfucker pulled out, man. I mean, it ain't his fault, though. His parole officer being an asshole, not letting them come. It's not even parole, it's probation. They not letting him come to Vegas, talking about if it was any other city, they'd let him go. So because Vegas is known to be a party city, he can't come here. Meanwhile, he gave all the proof that he's coming here to work. Like, this is exactly why people stuck in the system, because of probation and parole officers like that person. I don't know if she's a woman or a man, but what she is an asshole. Because he showed me the whole conversation. Like, he screen recorded the conversation. He provided so much proof that it was a boxing event. She knows that he's trying to turn pro. So it's like, you purposely trying to hold someone back and keep them in this vicious circle in this goddamn system. But a rant for another day. But yes, man, Yancey did confirm that he's not fighting. No, I hear you, man. A lot of people just want clout, and that's the unfortunate and difficult situation in this. But this is why I don't do refunds. You're not about to get clout off me. I'm not about to be matching you, talking about you, and every time I fucking match you, you pulling out of a fight. You ain't getting no refund, bro. That's your problem. If that money is worth it for you to lose, then, accept your clout. Blicky, hey Blicky, what weight are you, man? Because I seen you said you wanted that Ganja Wars, and my man 702 is light. Remember, y'all be trying to get his 702 bodied. He's only like 112 pounds, man, 118 pounds, 122 pounds. Those are the weights I've seen that he sent me, because we used to, kind of go to the gym together and, keep each other accountable even after we stopped boxing together for a little bit out here. So, yeah, he's not the biggest dude. He's not the biggest dude. He's a not a lightweight, but a motherfucking, what is that? Bantamweight, this shit. Under bantam, junior bantam. Chill Will, what it do? He says Thursday, no clue what he means. Blicky with the Godspeed, salute. Okay, they said it was Thursday morning, so that's what I'm saying. I think it was the Brian Norman, like the previews and predictions. Let me see. Brian Norman, Greg Hackett, Oscar Duarte, that one, previews and predictions. I believe that's the episode he was on. But it'll get cut. My editor will get it out. Bob Saget said, this camera crispy as fuck. No, this is actually the camera I'm going to use for Border Wars because of that. I wanted to use it more because of the auto tracking, but I feel like the auto tracking is laggy when you're doing real time super duper duper action. You could get lost in frame. But I'm gonna have someone manning it, because this one connects directly to my system. So I'll have like 3 other Sonys, and then this fire one right here will be manned by 702. So he could get that up close action. Malcolm says, I'm catching up on the fights, and wow, his name is what got him there. What are we talking about? Whose name? You doing Barboza fight stream? You know it. It's just that right now they doing the before the bell, and there's nobody there, bro. I went to the before the bell, like there's nobody there for us to see. You know, we would really have to be invested in wanting to know domestic UK fighters and their development without knowing if they're like heavily touted names. Like, right, like a UK boxing fan, they'll follow Abdullah Mason because they hear the hype about Abdullah Mason, right? Like Pat McCormick, I know the hype about him, but who else? You know what I mean? Legacy Mindset, yo, the real deal. He like a Cubano Canelo, but taller. Oh, I guess you're talking about Yonelis Hernandez. Like I said, man, I got him all locked up. I'm just waiting on Broadway Joel. Okay. Thursday, he said. Oh, any day but Thursday. So I don't even know. I don't be putting none of these shits in the calendar, so I'm going to just tell him Wednesday and hope I ain't got nobody scheduled on Wednesday. But we need to get JoJo on, man. What else? Okay, they saying Forbes. This Forbes third fight. So my bad, Forbes. He did fight twice in Border Wars, and I believe he has one amateur fight. Or twice in Border Wars, and this will be his first amateur fight. What else we got? Malcolm says that camera clean. Nah, I love it. I love it. I mean, obviously it's based on light, but I've actually used this in the gym that we're gonna do the Border Wars in the past, and you know, it looks really good. There's a lot of light in that gym. And this is that camera in that gym with their normal light. See that trainer? That's one of the greatest trainers out here in Vegas, man. So it's a well lit gym, and it's gonna have a decent amount of space. You know, they say they could hold 200. And again, I'm not from Vegas, so I wasn't trying to get no venue that had 400 seats or 400 capacity when I know, you know, I don't know 400 people in Vegas. But this is a shot from in the ring. It's just, at the time that I used this camera, I didn't really know how to deal with it. So as you can see, I recorded a lot of the ceiling. Now I know how to not zoom in, but scale it properly because it's all electronic, right? Like it's on a gyro, and you have to like digitally not focus it, but center it. So you see, there's a lot of fucking there's a lot of height above our head, but it's a nice camera. You know? You see slowly it's starting to come down because it focuses itself. So, you know, it's well lit. It's gonna look good, and we'll have at least 4 cameras. So hopefully, it is small, but it's bigger than the one we did in Vegas where Keem fought Marvin. And again, you know, Adrian, he does shows over and over and over, right? So he has already that infrastructure that he can sell those tickets. I don't have a home base. You know, I've been going from Jersey, Florida, Las Vegas. I don't have a home base, so I don't want to do more than 200. I don't even think I'm going to get 200. I hope 200 of you guys show up, but I don't think I'm getting 200. Shooter, yes, I'm certainly watching the Jack Catterall fight. Absolutely. This camera crispy as fuck. Nah, salute. That's why I showed you some more footage of it actually in action. Malcolm says, I follow him on IG. Yancey was really on it to fight. Yeah, I mean, again, his probation officer acting like a jerk. Machine Gun says, who are the favorites in the community fights? Well, Supermex, Keem. Well, I guess that one isn't a given, right? It's kind of maybe divided, Keem and CYP. But yeah, I don't know if that's 50-50 or that one is a favorite. You know what? I don't know, bro. I don't know, right? Because, like, you guys tell me. I can't watch the comment section while I screen share this, but maybe I can do this. All right. So who's the favorite in this bout? That's Keem the Dream versus CYP. You know, some would say Keem, but many are saying now CYP, and because of the footage he's been dropping, the betting line has been swaying towards him. Big Bay Quinn and Anthony Forbes, who's the favorite? Some would say Big Bay because he got the bigger, better win over the more skilled fighter in Esteban, but some would say it's Forbes because this is his third fight, and, you know, he's already beaten two complete strangers, you know, one in Milwaukee and one in Florida. Lobo, I would say he's the favorite because of the hype coming out of the Jesus Ramos gym, and he's really the one putting out all the footage. You know, Miles hasn't really given us any sparring that we can actually see. What he sent was footage as if he borrowed Jivan's phone. Quan, he's got 2 wins already in the amateurs and has been submitted sparring. Dion only submitted 1 sparring, but does look like he has a lot of natural power. Big Supermax, he's got the experience, even though he hasn't got a win. He's 3 losses and 1 draw, but he's only fought out of his level of competition. His last fight was versus a dude with maybe 3 Border Wars fights and 5 amateur fights. No exaggeration. Eddie had 5 amateur fights and about 3 Border Wars fights. The fight before that, he fought a 6'4", 330-pound smoke him out Jay. And before that, he fought, I believe, Santiago in a fight where many believed he should have won, but he got a draw. And I'm probably missing 1 or 2 fights there that I can't remember. O is the favorite over Vincent. For Vincent has the fact that he isn't known, and called out O specifically after hearing O continuously say that the community was ducking him. And I think those are all the community bouts. This would have been another one if it happens. And, you know, we would want Chris to be the favorite coming out of the Richard Steele Boxing Gym, being the listener and the super chatter of the show. This is Chris the Prodigy Matthews out of the Richard Steele Boxing Gym, but he hasn't even approved the fight yet. And then Fernando would be the favorite. This is another community bout. This will be a second bout. This is Adrian's boxer. So he would be the favorite. And those are all the community bouts. But, you know, more community bouts than we had in the last one for sure. And if you want to get in the ring and swing, we certainly need fighters. We got about another 20-something, 30-something fighters that are looking to get matched up. And the more the merrier, man. The more the merrier. If you got a USA boxing book, you can get in the ring and swing with TBV, have your fight commentated by me and Two-Tone the Superstar. I was hoping for Tip to be in the building, you know. People said Tip, it was like between Tip and Treese who did, you know, who did better in terms of who commentated better during the last Border Wars. Blicky Shooter says, hey, yo, Ness, check out the Champs Trade Show going on. some weed branding things that may be cool to check out. I know some podcasters that do bracket style smoke battles. I want to link you. When is it happening, bro? Every time they come here, I be late. But when they came before, remember, it was actually worked out for me. I went out there and I met a contact with Raw, and I got sponsored by Raw for that year. They gave me hella cones and all type of shit. I mean, I'm done with that sponsorship. So yeah, I just need to know when, because they usually do it like in the convention center. That shit gets packed, bro. Blicky says doing a Hardin Studio weed battle on your show would be dope. Hey man, I'm down, man. Set it up. Set it up, man. Give me some big names in the weed community. We'll bring in the Hardin and we'll have a smoke-a-thon, a taste tester, turn that shit into a weed brewery. Supermax says, nope, that was all of them. I don't know where this mystery 4 fight comes from. Okay, so you 2 losses, 1 draw is what you're saying? So it was Santiago and Eddie. For some reason, I thought maybe you fought Dr. Mofongo, but I guess that didn't happen. Gvon, stop lying. He talking about I'm really me. Bro, if you was you would have got on camera 10 years ago. You capping. You probably like Steve Rogers before the serum. Keem the Dream, what up?
Hold on. Yo, can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
What up, man? Good morning,
Yo,
sir.
so your whole gym ducking? I thought they wanted to fight.
Nah, well, one dude wanted to fight. Orlando wanted to fight, but the thing is, bro, they're doing Golden Gloves regionals in Florida. I think 2 weeks after, and I should have lied. 2 weeks after Border Wars, man. So that's what everybody in my gym is getting ready for. And we got to go down. It's in Hollywood, Florida. So everybody got to get their money together for that, man. And that's a little more important. So Border Wars just fell on a bad date for my gym. You know what I mean? Everybody going to Golden Gloves. So yeah, that's why they can't do it. But they still interested, man. We got a new kid at the gym too, man. He's 8-2. This kid Jaden, real skilled. He's a 140-pounder, 20 years old. And I showed him Border Wars, and he was, he liked it. He thought that was dope. So he was like, man, I'll be interested in fighting one of those in the future. So everything works out, man. The thing is, my gym, a lot of the kids that fight, a lot of the guys that fight, they take that serious, man. And there's certain tournaments you just don't miss. You don't miss your Golden Gloves regional. You got to go to that because you win that, then you get your invites to nationals. And we got a Golden Gloves national champ. She's at Team USA right now, trying out for that Olympic squad. Shout out to Madi, 5-time national champ. So that's important to them, man. That's all. But yeah, but I'm ready, man. I've it's been getting crazy on the show, bro.
Yeah, man.
Shout out JT, man. Hey, he got time, bro. Let him do his thing. They on here wilding though. But I'm ready, man. I'm super excited, dog. I'm getting more and more excited as we get close, man. Everything's booked up. We're in those hotels. Shout out to the community. Got the hotel sponsor. Got some, basically tickets paid for, man. So just shout out to everybody that was a sponsor for me to get there, man. I'm excited, bro. I'm getting more and more excited as we get closer, bro. I can't wait to get in there. You know what I mean? Do my thing, man. Show y'all what I've been working on.
Yeah, man. I mean, I know you don't care because you off this like, yo, I do my talking in the ring. He's just talking. We'll see when he gets punched in the face. But like, is it kind of bothering you that his promotional video is swaying the public so much?
Nah, not at all, man. It's actually funny to me that video like would sway somebody, but it is what it is, man. He's doing his version of promotion, and people gonna rock with him. They're gonna rock with him. I mean, look, I do talk. We've had back and forth on the show. We've had back and forth on Border War shows when you bring us both on and we'll talk shit. I got a full interview on the YouTube channel. Shout out to Johnny. from the hangout spot. Did a great like 5-6 minute interview with me. That's on the YouTube channel. You know what I mean? Like we've had back and forth. I can't call in every day, counter punching in multiple times, nonstop. I just can't do that, bro. And I'm not gonna do that. Even if I had the time to do it, I just if you know me, I'm not, bro. I'm not finna sit here and go back and forth over and over and over every single day. Like that's just crazy, bro. I'm not doing all that type of argue. You call that promotion, cool, but I'm not doing that, bro. Like I've sent whole rounds of sparring with multiple sparring partners in this lead up. I've sent my footage. Again, we have had our back and forth on the show, on Border War shows. Like, we've done it, when I'm able to do it and whatever. Again, I got a whole interview out there on the YouTube channel. It's actually got a lot of views, a lot of comments, you know what I'm saying? So look, I've done some talking, but again, bro, I can't call into the show every single day and counterpunch in nonstop. You know what I mean? Like I called into the show the other day when I gave predictions for that David and David card, and I said something about the fight about if y'all remember when CYP was picking Nate Robinson over Jake Paul because Nate Robinson's an elite athlete. So I'll call in and say something when I can, and do what I do. But as far as being like CYP and doing, I'm not doing that, bro. I just can't and I won't, So I do talk, if you catch it, you do. If not, I don't know what people want, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, and if that's how they pick it off of videos and the amount of, counterpunch and shit talks, then all good, man. You know what I mean? Pick him. Go ahead. It really don't bother me, bro. I don't know. I'm not a person that needs people I don't know's validation. You know what I'm saying? People in the chat, people who call in. I don't even know these people, so really, really don't bother me what they think. So nah, man. It's the videos are getting more people on his side, and that's what he wants. Is working for him. You know what I mean? Good for him. If it's helping build up the fight in some way, which you know, I don't know. It seems like you're still struggling to get fights on the card. We're still fighting in the same gym. You know what I mean? It's not like sponsors is jumping out the woodwork or something. Like it's a border wars, man. People that love the show are gonna watch it. Friends and family are gonna watch it. It's like what border wars has always been. It's gotten bigger for sure. Cause shit, when I fought Mario, we didn't sell no tickets for that. Like we fought in the gym. It was what 4 fights on that. It was me and Mario, Sony and Tank, Adrian and Dan and who else fought? Bishop and Mofongo, I think, and that was it, right? It was just 4 fights, no tickets sold. Like
Yeah, nah,
just
nah.
us in there. That
That's
was
what
super small.
I
So it's gotten bigger,
always
but it's not like
I always
you said
give
what?
that credit to Adrian. Adrian took us to the ticket selling level. I
For
always kept
sure.
it. I always kept it a bowling league. A bowling league turned boxing league where
Yeah, yeah.
we rent the gym as a community, and there wasn't like we weren't really charging. We was charging to get the money to make the event. Now it's different. Now
Yeah,
it's
back then the
become
fees were way higher too. We was basically financing the event, the
yeah,
fighters.
because it was a bowling league. Now
Yeah,
the
yeah.
finances could
And that
come
was
from
probably the
different
best border
things.
wars I fought in Wisconsin with the lights and the smoke machine and the crowd and it was an
Yeah,
event.
that
And
was
the one in
nice.
Florida
That
with
was a
Mark
nice
was
one.
nice too because you had a lot of pro fighters pull up. Like I love to tell people I had Xander Zayas judge my fight. He was there. He gave me advice after the fight. He was cool. Got to chop it up with him. You know what I mean? Willie Monroe Jr. was there and Cassius Chaney was there. And that was cool, man. It was a lot of pro fighters in that small atmosphere. So that one was nice too because of that. It was a small ass gym, but the amount of people that were in there made it kind of packed up. And then again, like I said, a lot of pro fighters there. Which was cool. My daughter was there. She's a big fan of Xander Zayas because of that. She met him. You know what I mean? So like that event was cool too because of that. But no, that Wisconsin one was a show. Like it was a full on show. That shit was fire. So shout out to Adrian for that. But we'll see. We'll see how this one goes, man. I know it's you moving dates and it's been a little crazy, but we'll see how this one goes, man. Either way though, I'm excited, bro. I fought in multiple border wars and USA boxing. Those events be packed too. There'd be shit hundreds and hundreds of people in there because there's so many fighters and family and friends coming out and coaches and all that. So um but we'll see how this one goes, man. I'm excited either way, bro. As we get closer every day, I'm ready, man. I'm ready to go. It's my last week sparring, excuse me, sparring and training and whatnot. And then, week of, I'm gonna rest up, get my cardio in, keep it light, and be ready to go, man. Be ready to go.
All right, champ. Man, I had another question, but every time I tried to get in, you can't hear me. I don't know. I even changed that setting. I don't know why you wasn't able to hear me,
It's like we can't talk at the same time on the
but I
Discord. It's weird, bro.
changed it.
Like,
I changed it. You sure
what
you not hearing me talk while you talking? I changed that
I
setting.
can hear you saying something, but it's like not clear, bro. So I have to
Ah,
stop and then I can hear you. It's like your voice goes lower when I start talking.
okay, okay.
Yeah. But nah, who on somebody else on the panel? I just heard somebody voice, right? Who that?
Yeah, yeah, that's
702.
702.
702. Okay, what up? What up? What up? What up? You gonna be in the
What
building?
up, champ?
What is
Yes,
702?
sir.
Is that
I'm
the
gonna be in
area
the
code or
building.
something? Vegas?
Yeah, that's the Vegas area code. But Keem, what do
Oh,
you think
okay.
about the footage though? You don't like, cause you're not even critiquing. You don't think that that's a bit stationary?
Um, yeah, that's what I had said before. Like he looks better, but I see a lot of stationary pad work. You know what I mean? He's just standing in front of him, moving straight forward, moving straight back. You know, he's being told slip, slip under. Now you're gonna do 1, 2, 3. It's very, beginner stationary pad work, bro. So yeah, it looks better. Like his technique has gotten better in doing that, which it will. You know, when you're working one on one with a guy, and that's what you're working on, of course you're gonna get better. But like, it's just stationary pad work. He's just, you know, standing in the same spot or just moving forward. Like, when I do pad work with my coach, he's not telling me what to throw. I'm looking at the pads where he's putting them, and that's how I know jab, pop, 1, 2, pop, pop. When he doesn't tell me to slip, slip. If I don't slip, I'm getting smacked with the mitt. I got poked in the eye the other day because I didn't see it coming, and I got hit right in my eye. That shit hurt. But like that's the kind of mitt work I do now. You know what I'm saying? I don't see that, so
Does
that's
it
just a
bother
small thing. And
you?
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Does it
I don't
bother
critique
you?
his. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, does it bother you that he be like, oh, if he was good, he'd be good. He only got 4 fights, like, cause I feel like he's minimizing what you've done,
Yeah.
and
Nah.
me being in the ring, I know you on a whole nother level than me. I see how calm and composed you are. You know, I can see that you can do a number of rounds, where a lot of us are doing 1 to 2 to maybe 5 rounds. I'm sure you can do more. And I feel like he's minimizing those things. Like, yeah, Keem is not a
Very
fucking
important.
he's not a national champ with 30, 50 fights. And yeah, maybe he's not gonna be pro, but what he's doing isn't easy. And I think he's not respecting that. How do you feel about that?
I mean, look, I think that that's part of his way of shit talking. I think he does respect it really, and that's why he wouldn't be training that hard. He wouldn't be doing all this. Like, we know how CYP is and how he argues, and that's part of his thing that he does with pro fighters too, right? He'll bring one fighter down and minimize what they do to make his point or uplift another fighter if we're comparing the two fighters. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's what he's doing when it comes to me and him. Whatever in boxing, that's easy to do, right? We do that all day. Is no matter what they've done, you minimize it. You could be a fucking world champion, hundreds of amateur fights. You know what I'm saying? We'll be up here like that nigga sucks. He's ass, right? Baranchek's a bum. He was food for Keyshawn, even though this dude was a decorated amateur and a world champion. He's ass, right? He's a bum. So
Mm.
it's just he's doing the same thing. It's normal boxing shit. It don't really bother me. Because I honestly I do think he really does respect it because it's the reason he's training that hard, right? If he thought I was all that he says, then he would just come off the couch and you know what I mean, lose a few pounds to,
Yep,
to make the
facts.
weight, and that's
Well,
it.
well, I mean,
You know, so
I do get his like his answer to that is, he doesn't want to lose. It's not about you. It's about not losing, not being embarrassed in front of the community. Kind of like the Tank interview. You're gonna put in the work not
mhm.
because of you, Keem, because of you don't want to lose in front of people.
Right. But why would you lose if I'm as trash as you say I am? You don't
Yeah,
need it. You know.
yeah, but I mean, only a fool would just
Of
because you think you
course, that's what I'm
better
saying. And
not
he's not a
take
fool. That's
preparation.
that's my point. He's not a fool, and he knows he's got to prepare. He knows that, so that's why he's preparing the way he is. You know what I'm saying? If he was going against an opponent that wasn't any good, I don't think he would prepare that hard. He'd be like, nigga ain't that good, bro. I'm gonna beat him with what I got, fresh off the couch. You know what I'm saying? Like when he took that point sparring, he didn't give a shit. He hopped off the couch, went out there, and was like, "Yo, what I got, I'll beat anybody that's there." And he didn't even know who was gonna be there, right? He's just like, "Fuck it, whoever's here, I'll beat him." You know what I'm saying? So But either way, look, at the end of the day, that shit don't bother me. It really, really doesn't, bro. The shit talking and all that, like, it does not bother me, man. It gives me motivation, bro. I'll be listening. Yesterday when him and JT was going back and forth, I got home. I was listening to that shit when I went for my run. You know what I mean? It shit just motivates me on my run. Just listening to the shit talk, listening to it while I'm getting it in, man. Sometimes I'll be at work listening and shit. I'll get down and hit a 50 piece real quick, or hop on I got one of my stores that I service. It's got like a piece of Unishirt. I can get up there and, knock out some pull-ups real quick. So it's just motivation, really, bro. I like that shit. Gives me good motivation, man. But I was gonna say though, I don't critique his footage too much because I noticed something. He's a smart dude, and I noticed that when people critique him, he's gonna go fix it. He's gonna go work on it. And if I critique his footage too much and he hears it, he's smart. He's going to fix it. He's going to correct it. He's going to get better at that. So when I see his footage, I'm going to say he's doing a great job and he's getting better, and I'm going to leave it at that. You know what I mean? Because if I keep saying he needs to do that, he's not doing this, he's going to do it. He's not dumb, bro. Like, he's going to go do it and get better at that. So why would I give him, you know what I mean? Why would I give him
More
the
ammunition,
opportunity to
for
fix
sure.
those things? Yeah, I'm not. Look, he's doing a great job. He's gotten a lot better. Hamza's a great coach. Keep doing what you're doing, and that's that.
You got JT talking and jumping out the window. I mean, people making bets. He's talking about stoppage. Like, I mean, did you stop Mario?
No. I just got what was it? 3 knockdowns. Didn't stop Mario.
And you obviously didn't stop
Didn't.
Marvin. Did you stop the
No, I
white?
lost to Marvin. No, I got a standing 8 count against Wisconsin, but didn't
But
stop
were
him.
those sanctioned though?
Those were not sanctioned. No, and in USA Boxing, I've got 2 standing 8 counts with no stoppages.
Yeah, I was gonna say because it's all subjective border wars to real sanctioned fights. Some could have been a stoppage.
So
Yeah, and then USA Boxing, the thing is with JT, is because again, obviously he's deep into the amateur boxing world, and look, I've fought in them. I go to a lot of them because, I help out at the gym and whatnot. And I'm very involved in my gym. And it really depends on the ref, bro. Some refs I've seen give standing 8 counts for just a clean punch landed. And it's like, come on, bro, really? I've seen some fights stop too quick. I've seen fights where you feel like the ref needs to stop it because, kids in there getting punched on bad and the ref's just allowing it to go. And so it really depends on the ref. I think with JT, especially because he's got younger kids. When they're younger, a lot of times, the refs will be quick to stop it. They are. Too many clean punches landed. If one kid's tired or one kid's not throwing back, they will hop in and just that's it. They'll wave it off quick. So I think that's his thing with the stoppage. Well, not that I think I know because that's what he said. He's like, see, he's gonna get tired, and Keem's just gonna be letting hands go. And the way USA boxing, if the ref sees if I land 5 or 6 unanswered punches, they might jump in and stop it. Depends on the ref, but they do that a lot. They'll just jump in and stop it.
No, they do that a lot. They do that a lot in the
Yeah.
amateurs. We see it a lot where even if the kid comes in a rushing type, and the other kid just kind of gets overwhelmed, doesn't respond for a second, they'll stop it right there or give him a standing 8 count.
Yeah.
And if they see the kid's not
Right.
responding real quick, they'll just stop it.
Yeah, they do. But I've also seen the other way. Like I said, I've seen some fights where, you see a kid eat 2 or 3 hard punches, and it's like, all right, ref could definitely give that a standing 8, and they don't. And you see some fights where, like I had my last fight that I won, it was crazy. In the first round, we kind of got inside and wrapped up, and it was the first time we wrapped up and grabbed, right? Waiting for the ref to break it, and he stops and he goes, "If you guys do that again, I'm taking a point." I'm like, "What the fuck?" It was the first round. We just wrapped up for the first time in the first round,
and by wrap
that
up,
was his warning.
to be clear, by wrap up you mean clinch?
Clinch, yes, clinch. On the
Holy
first
shit.
clinch, like again, we was on the inside, just kind of,
my man
it got a little
said-
sloppy. So boom,
My
he
man
clinched
said,
me, I clinched him.
He said, "Y'all ain't about to have my show looking ugly." I love it. Who said that?
No,
ref?
bro, first clinch, my man separated us and said, "Y'all do that again, I'm taking a point." I was
need
like,
that
what
ref
the
name,
fuck?
man. I need his name. He need to ref my show. Fuck that. What?
It
Nah,
Yo.
be some
for real,
famous.
for
It
real.
be some famous referees coming through the
Nah,
amateur
yeah.
bouts too. I love it. You know.
No, our last one, had a really, popular referee
I
that
love
did
to
the
see that.
Olympics. But Keem, let me get to some other callers, man. Send me some new
All right,
footage,
bro. I
man.
appreciate y'all.
Send me some new footage. You
I
got
I
this
send
guy.
I send you something. I ain't got no sparring. I got some bag work though.
Yeah, send
I'll send you
something.
some.
Send something, cause
All
you got him swaying in public, man. He's swaying in public.
right. All
Take
right,
it
bro.
easy,
Appreciate y'all.
champ. Take it easy. Take it easy. It's fight week. Well, it's getting close to fight time, so take it
Yeah, we
easy. Don't do too
14
much.
days out. 14 days out, man.
14
So
days out. Yeah.
you still got time to sign up or sign up your son or your loved one, your best friend, get his ass in here and swing. We got fighters for him. We got about another 20 to 30 fighters that are dying to get on the card and need matches. We got Alex Vega. What up?
Good afternoon. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Perfect.
All right, all right. Yeah, man, Border Wars, man. Let me tell you, Ness. I've been part of this community 3+ years, and this is probably my favorite thing to just be a part of. Honestly, you said it earlier, right? I went to the one in Florida, in Plant City, at the Pro Box facility. And bro, I fell in love immediately. I was like, yo, I have to be a part of this. I mean, first of all, just to, we hear the callers, we see the super chats, we see the display names, we see the co-host, and to, go ahead and actually meet everybody and just, you notice that you guys are really, there's a bond, right? I'll never forget when I was walking in with my son, there was this huge individual by the front door, and he said something that he said when we're on the back call, and it was Brandon Lenz. Brandon Lenz, 6'5", 250 pounds of muscle, and I was like, wow, okay, you really, you said you work out and you're a tall guy, you really are. I got to meet Info Joe, man, we miss you, bro. The announcer, a great human being, great boxing mind. But yeah, I mean, Keem I met as well, and I've gone to I believe one fight with Keem. I've sparred Keem 2 different times. Keem and I definitely would consider us friends. And man, he's a great human being as well, and he's a dude that puts work in the gym. I mean, when we were sparring, we did so many different things. We did catch and shoots. We did 3-punch combinations. We did defense only. You know what I'm saying? We did we just did hard sparring as well. I mean, and we went back to back to back to back. And I mean, I was off the couch. I was like, fuck, man, I don't really want to do this. But I drove actually probably, like 3.5 hours. Yeah, because I had my son already. So 3.5 hours to get to him. And then I had to drop my kid off one time. Another time I brought him with me. And then I had to drive my son. It's like an hour out the way, and then drive home. So I was committed. And Keem, man, thankfully he wasn't about bullshit. This dude here, he's not calling in because not only is he working, for his profession and his job, but he's working in the gym. This guy actually is very involved within his community, helping out the boxing gym with whatever they need. A lot of people maybe just don't understand that. This man, he really loves boxing. He really enjoys this, and he really does this, regardless if he's never gonna go pro. Like, you don't have to go pro to be committed and be good at boxing. Of course, there's levels to it, but Keem really is about this life, man, when it comes to getting in the ring and swinging, man. I think he's going to put on a hell of a show. And I hope CYP comes ready. I'll say this. Troy has mentioned it, Hamza. He seems to be a very good student. He listens. Keem even mentioned it, right? If you critique him, he's going to take a look. So CYP shows you why why he says he's an elite athlete, why he made it within track. It's a mindset thing. And maybe that's why he's so aggressive and, he always wants to, I guess, answer the call when someone tries to put him down, because that's what's gotten to where where he is currently. So a lot of credit to him as an individual as well, man. But hey guys, we need this event to be successful. You guys keep saying I'll go to the next one. I actually am a part of that. I've said that as well. But that is, I have a family vacation that I got 3 birthdays I'm celebrating. One weekend, actually, out of all weekends, it's next weekend, which was the the last Border Wars date before we had March 1st. So I'm actually going to be missing the big fights. But you know, I mean, my family is important. It comes first. But I've always said I'm going to the next one. But yeah, man, if you're in the area, if you just want something to do, you know, come to the event, man. It's going to be great. I'm telling you, everybody's just, you know, like I said, it's a bond that is unexplainable. And it's great to just be around people that, you know, we spend so much time here together, right? You know, just on the YouTube chat, Discord, calling in, listening to each other. And it really is a fun experience, you know. And I said, I've hung out with guys outside of Border Wars as well. Rocky, I can't forget, I sparred Rocky out here. We were supposed to spar in my gym. My gym was closed. Then I was going to spar in an open field in my community. They were doing work. So we sparred on the fucking asphalt, put some cones down. He had his camera set up. I had mine. And again, yo, Rocky, another monster, man. This guy here, I mean, bro, it was like 85, 90 degrees out here. And bro, we just finish, do 2 minutes, take a sip of water, make sure that the cameras work. And we got the round. Bam, right back at it. Then he wanted to do this fucking workout. I was like, God damn, man. But yo, he drove all the way from Tallahassee. I'm talking 4 or 5, maybe 6 hours if he stopped to stretch, use the bathroom, to come down here and spar me. You know what I mean? So,
That's
yo, it takes a lot of work.
That's real commitment
Yeah,
that
not.
y'all had for this, and it definitely showed in the fight, man. You really went out there and you threw hands. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, you went out there and really, you was out there really chunking them for real, for real.
Yeah, you know, it's funny because I was supposed to be trained by a community member. He doesn't come around too much, Dalla DiBiase. And so that was the plan. But then he was in a fight, I think, 1 or 2 before. So I had nobody, right? So it was like a scramble. So they pulled some guy out of the crowd. They said, "Hey, you got your book with you?" He's like, yeah. Bam. All right, we go to get our gloves. They give me the wrong gloves. And I'm just like, okay. But I'm like, whatever. We warm up. And he's just like, yo, he's like, all right, whoever taught you how to punch taught you right. He was like, yo, first round, just work off your jab and move. I was like, all right. So we get to the ring. If you saw it, we had to switch gloves. And then we get in there.
And corners.
And I know, I'm sorry?
And corners.
Yeah, and corners, exactly. And yo, so, you know, obviously the Chris, he's unorthodox, right? So he hit me with like a jab or something like that. I couldn't believe I got hit by it. So yeah, I was like, all right, he's gonna come with that shit again. You know, I blasted him, and then, you know, kind of just instincts took over. Probably got a little too excited. I probably could have worked that worked and picked my shots way more, but you know, it is what it is. But yeah, no, man. Hey man, a lot of people, they talk about Chris not being that.
I'm sorry. Right hand, champ. That's what you bombed him with. You bombing him with that right hand. That right hand coming with no mercy, champ.
I appreciate it. You know, a lot of people, you know, they talk about Chris ain't this, Chris ain't that. But you know what Chris got? He's got 2 things that a lot of you dudes do not have. And that's balls and heart. Because this guy, he has 3 fights. He got stopped his first fight, came back, got a dub. Then, didn't even know who I was. He took the fight, got in there, he trained, did whatever. And then, you know, afterwards, he hit me up, congratulated me, said, yo, I'm going to work myself back. You know, and that's the difference between him and a lot of you guys, is that a lot of y'all talk. Y'all talk and talk and talk, but you don't put in no work. You think you could beat him? You know what? Show me. A lot of y'all want to say my name or call out another guy, but yet y'all don't do no work. Y'all don't even pay the money to participate. Y'all don't look at no hotels. Y'all don't do shit. And y'all have the nerve to put down another man that has done it over and over and over again when you have never even stepped foot in a boxing gym, let alone a boxing ring. So before you talk that talk, why don't you try to walk in their shoes? You know why? Because you don't have the fucking balls. So shut your fucking mouth. Don't mention my name or anyone else and put them down unless you gonna fucking lace them up and throw them things. Because a lot of y'all will never do it. So do not put down another man that actually has the balls to do it. You fucking pussies. I'm done.
Damn. Mic drop.
And he's obviously talking about Laugh Out Loud Pillow, and you know,
a lot of people.
I give respect to Laugh Out Loud Pillow because he could have disappeared. You know, there's a lot of fighters that, you know, say they want to fight, they don't fight, and then, you know, they disappear, right? So at least he didn't take the fight and he hasn't disappeared and he's saying he's coming back, for the next one. And I mean, laugh out loud pillow, right? So, yeah.
Man, this border war is gonna be great, man. I think a lot of people are gonna come out that same day, champ. I feel like a lot of people are gonna come in that same day, and I was also thinking, maybe we can, like I said the last time, print out some flyers. I'll go hand them out to the gyms, champ. I'll do that to the, because let's be honest, like with stuff like this, especially in boxing, boxing is such a rooted sport within the communities. Anybody who comes out, anybody who helps, anybody who's involved in this, anybody who spends any time traveling to do anything like this, that's us being a part of our community,
Yeah.
and that right there helps out and all. And if I can help out in any way to help the community out, champ, I'm all for it.
I mean,
So,
you already helping, man. You already,
oh yeah, yeah. I
with
feel like I
your
could do a little more though. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like we could do, to,
Nah,
to
I
get.
mean, I do like that idea, and I guess that's the right thing to do. Is go ahead and this final 2 weeks, put together some
Yeah,
flyers and hit up some of the
fire.
gyms and see can we
And
get
just
some
leave the
last
stack
minute
on there.
interest.
Yep. Tell the
Yeah.
gym owner, hey guys, we got this very special event coming. A lot of eyeballs to your fighters, a lot of eyeballs to your gym, a lot of eyeballs to everybody. And then, you leave, say, this is the stack we're going to leave right here. You go ahead and distribute it between your fighters. If you guys want to come out and support, watch, maybe for and that right there, I feel like, just it's a lot of gyms out here. I'll go drive around, take one day, just boop, boop, go talk to the gym owners. Hey, we're here with the boxing voice, boop, boop, boop,
All right.
I'm
Nah, for
down, champ.
sure.
I know you're busy.
Nah, I mean, I want to do it though. I want to do it like when we talked about it in the
Yeah.
past. I like the idea, and now I woke up today and I'm like, damn, we 14 days out, so
Yeah.
it makes sense to step it up a bit. Um, if you're trying to call in and voice your opinion, we're talking border wars. Feel free. We got Supermax with the $2 super chat. He says, speaking of Dr. Mofongo, happy birthday to him. Happy birthday, Dr. Mofongo, man. I wish he'd come back, man. I hate that guys to get that one and they lose and they're done because I feel like they got turned off by the experience, or they lost, so they're afraid to get back in there, and I want them to get over that fear. I got one lump sum with the $2. He says, pin the show you made that Fury Wilder fight. Oh man, how do I find that? I gotta go back. I mean, I think Supermax has the link. Supermax, send me that link. I think you sent it to me the last time someone asked for it. One lump sum, $2. Jared lost his heart. Yeah, that's what people saying, man. And Consejero, $2. Been working with a trainer for a month. Border Wars 26. I'm coming. Okay, he working. He gonna take 2 years to get right. I hear you. Big Supermax back with. Oh no, you said that, and I read that. Who is here making boxing? What up?
Yo, what up? Can y'all hear me?
Yep.
Yo, what up? Hey, 702. I'm assuming you stay in Vegas, right?
Yeah.
All right, I know you gonna be out there. Who you got in the main event?
Oh man, I'm sticking neutral with this one, champ. I'm part of I'm gonna be recording everything, but hey, I, I give it up to both men. If CYP comes out and fights Keem, you got to give it up to him, champ. As men, you have to give it up to him. We're putting on an event, and I really don't want to pick a side. I'm just gonna be honest.
Okay, okay. I mean, I can't
I
force it
mean,
out you.
Keem said he don't feel like you. He said you just, you deep in the amateurs, so you've been working with younger kids, so you feel that there could be a RT whatever stoppage, RTC stoppage, or however you called it. But we went through his resume together, and he doesn't have any knockouts or
I
stoppages,
never,
and he just has
but
knockdowns. So I just think that is a bit of a stretch.
well, a RSC could come easy though, Ness. Like, I mean, it's not that hard to put together. If a man stop punching and the other person is punching on that person, the ref will step in. That's just how easy you get three standing eights. 9 times out of 10, they wave it off. So I mean, that's how simple RSC is. You know, I saw them before. My sons got RSCs on their record. On the opponent, they never got RSC. It just looked good when the ref steps in and stops the fight. If you can get your opponent up out of there. So I mean, like I don't know what I think y'all put amateurs too much, compare amateurs too much to pros because this is an amateur event. Even though we deal with a lot of pro boxing, but it's gonna be a little different, especially the age group. If somebody head go back too far, the ref could step in and start counting. That's how easy a standing they can happen. But it's also like a point. It's a point. But if you get a few of them and the fight just go on one side, yeah, a ref will stop, get in and step in. So I mean, I think y'all thinking too much into it. RC can happen um in this fight. You know, I'm tired of talking about it, but I said a lot yesterday, and I'm gonna keep it at that. I'm tired of going back and forth with people because guess what? Words can't win this fight for Keem CYP or any of the opponents that call in and talk. It's 14 days down. We gonna see. I just hope everybody keep that same energy that they coming with. Because I am, and I'm standing on what I feel. I feel like Keem is gonna win this fight. Even if he get the stoppage, if not, he gonna win the fight regardless. If he got a box, he gonna win the fight. If he got to fight him in the inside, he gonna win the fight. I just think all around Keem is the better fighter, uh, the more experienced guy, and has passed that hard test of being in the ring to step and finish those 3 rounds. So I'm excited about this fight. I kind of feel like I know what's going to happen. So I don't want to be like I told you so. But a lot of people have to learn, man. I didn't know you could persuade people off of just calling in, talking a good talk. But I mean, that just let me know how easily people could be fooled. So like I said, for March 1st, we go see who really the big dog when they step in the ring. 'Cause I think some shit will be answered on March 1st. Um, far as LOL Pillow, it's so funny. He called in yesterday directing traffic about somebody using the B word and shit like that. But he he pulled out a fight. That's what you said. He had a fight scheduled, then he pulled out of it.
He ain't have it scheduled, but Angel Urina wanted to fight him, and he wanted to allegedly fight Angel, and then he just kept playing with the weight, man. He's like, "Oh, I'm 165," and then it's like, "Nah, I'm gonna fight 154," and then it's like, "Nah, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna let you know," and then it's just eventually he ain't fight. But again, I'm
But
not
see,
trying to get mad at him because at least he didn't
no,
disappear
don't
like
don't
Cliff.
don't get me.
Cliff
Don't.
got,
Well, look,
I don't
he
want him to.
didn't.
I don't
Cause
want him
like
to act like Cliff
that's
either and
part of.
disappear.
Hey, bro. Well, we don't know what's going on. Really, what's going on with Cliff? We can sit there and say that when
Yeah,
somebody
but I
leaves the
reached
show.
out to
I
Cliff.
can.
He
I
could have
can.
he could have at least messaged me like, "Nah, yo, I'm dealing with some shit," but he hasn't reached back out to me.
All right. Well, for as
Has he
LL
reached out
Pillow,
to
well,
anybody?
I'm glad he didn't leave the show, but he coming here trying to correct people about as far as J Mac. J Mac don't got as much fights as me, but he got a lot of sparring wars. He's got fights on his record as well, but he don't have as much as me. But it's funny for him to even sit there and try to correct one of the first thing on here, and then he's not JT, J Mac. Like, bro, you got to even get in the ring and fight. You got to focus on yourself because you're not even ready to fight anybody. To sit here talking about somebody that got experience fighting. Like, I just find that funny when people call in and like Vega just said, a lot of people got a lot to say on the phone, but they never step foot in the damn ring. It's different in that ring. I'm telling you, when you stepping up some stairs, it's different in that ring. It's a
Hell yeah.
different feeling. It's a
Hell
different
yeah.
feeling.
He broke up. I
I,
agree with
I had
him
a
though.
I had a phone call. I had a phone call. Is when you
Got another call, huh?
Yeah, when them nerves kick in and you stepping up them stairs,
Yeah,
you
man.
see your opponent across, man, yeah, them nerves is get real.
You step up them stairs, bro. The nerves kick real till you start till that leather start popping. I mean, sometimes some people can't even get back in the motion of it until they get hit.
Yeah.
Or sometimes when it all go downhill. So I'm
JT,
just
I
telling
feel
you,
like that's one I could train, I could do this, but to shake the nerves off, I have a hardest time, man. It's like I gotta
yeah,
be
bro. I
warm. If
still,
it's cold at a place, man, damn, I get to shaking, bro, with the nerves, you know. I like to be
yeah,
warm, you
bro.
know, and it's crazy. Like that I be having problems with, you know.
I'm gonna tell you this though. When my sons fight, bro, I still get them same nerves like I was stepping up the stairs.
Yeah,
Till I start seeing how the fight going, the leather start popping and shit like that.
yeah,
You know, we working. You know, I feel like I be in the ring though. I feel like I'm in the ring.
yeah,
So sometimes that's why, you know, I'm an emotional guy. I could be a little, you know, I just get the same feeling. So like I'm still fighting, but I know that feeling. So sometimes I have to remind myself, like, man, I was that person at one time, stepping had to go through the it's not a fear, but like you just said, when you know how when we
right,
stepping in the ring, we gotta get moving and see where we at. We gotta feel some shit,
yeah,
something we catch that. Now we back in. But like a lot of people on this show and a bunch of shows, oh, that's easy. That's nothing. 2 minutes is easy. We go see when you get in there how long the 2 minutes will feel. It's gonna
yeah.
feel
And it's
totally. It's
crazy,
gonna
huh,
feel
JT?
different,
After
bro.
you're done with everything, win or lose or whatever, it's like you're like, damn, why did I feel like that? You know, it's like that wasn't so bad, you know, but it's crazy, you know. Those to get over those nerves can make you or break you for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So that's all. That's all I got on it, man. I'm just
Yeah,
waiting to see
JT, I
March
think you
first,
at the
man.
time now where it's like all the talking is done. All the only words two fighters should be saying is show up, show up, show up. Make sure you
Yeah,
there. Make sure you there. Right?
yeah, absolutely, man, absolutely. And that's I know you brought up with Keem. You brought up something earlier about Keem. Say he never stopped nobody before.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah, I'm pretty sure. I mean, if I'm gonna tell you right now, them knockdowns that he got, if there was a border wall spot, if there was you under USA box, he probably would stop more. He would already had an RNC on the record or knockout. You know, knockouts don't really happen. I see a few of them. I was at Silver Gloves. I saw that big Joseph guy. That I forgot the. I don't want to say his name wrong. His name Joseph. His last name Anayue or something like that. I seen him stop somebody. Well, the rep got involved, but he was gonna stop that. No, they threw the towel in. They threw the towel in, and then they had some heavyweights. Heavyweights was banging and got put down, bro. Got put down with some 12s on. They got put down with some 12s on and headgear. So it can happen. It can happen, or it can't. You know, but it don't. At the end, it don't matter as long as we get the win. That's all that matters to me. And like I said, man, we just gotta see. Just keep that same energy on March first. That's my call, man.
All right.
Salute, champ.
All right. If you want to call in, now is the time. Last call for callers. Last call for callers. Going through the chat. Not really much except, comments about Cliff. Like I said, we're gonna reserve and hope that he's good. He needs to reach back out though. Let us know everything
Man,
is
you don't
straight.
think Cliff got locked up, man? You know he was out there fighting people in the parking lot, no?
I
What if
mean,
he didn't beat the case?
that's possibly true. I mean, he said something like that, I believe. But
Probably
yeah,
locked up,
I
man.
hope
That's
that's
what
not the
happens when people
case.
disappear.
I hope that's not the case because I know he had a daughter. So,
Damn.
but yeah, man, Nest GTO, Instagram and Twitter. We doing a live fight chat for the Josh Tell. Excuse me. Uh,
Cataract.
Jack Catterall and Arnold Barboza fight, and that should be like in 2 hours. It's not even ready yet, but the card is started. But that card is like main event only, man. Main event only. But yeah, man.
Yeah.
Salute to everybody, and we out.
Salute. Peace.